Hiya, kiddos. Thanks for joining Grandpa Ken again. I missed you. Glad you came back. You got your listening ears on? You got your comfy seat all done? Because we're going to read Pete the Cat some more. Yeah. And this one is A Surprise Teacher. I wonder what that means. Pete wakes up and, as always, stretches. It's time to get ready for school. Pete eats his breakfast, which is an important meal of the day. He puts on his red shoes, and we know how Pete likes his red shoes, and grabs his backpack. And then he grabs his lunch. Ready to go? Pete's dad asks. Pete looks around. He doesn't understand why his dad is taking him to the bus. Where's Mom? Well, Pete's dad smiles, and she has a surprise for you. You'll see it later. Okay, Pete climbs on board the bus and finds a seat next to Callie, his friend. Hi, Pete. What's new? Callie says. My dad brought me to the bus this morning, Pete says. Isn't that weird? He says my mom has a surprise for me. I wonder what it is. The bus pulls up to the school, and Pete and Callie get out. As soon as they get to their classroom, Pete sees the surprise. His mom is standing in front of the room. How would that be for a surprise, kiddos, if your mom was the substitute teacher? Hi, class, she says. I'm Mrs. Cat. I'm the substitute teacher today. Pete grins. Groovy. See, look at his mom is the substitute teacher. Well, that would be cool, or as he says, groovy. Pete's mom takes attendance as always. She reads the morning's announcement, and finally, it's time for the lessons to begin. I'm going to need all your help today, Pete's mom tells the class. What's your first lesson? First, we go to art, says Pete, real fast, and raises his hand. Pete's mom smiles. Well, thank you, Pete, she says. Okay, class. You ready, kiddos? Okay. All right, class. Pete's mom says. Everyone line up in single file at the door. That's how we always do at school when we're going someplace. Now follow me. Art, here we come. The class follows Pete's mom out the door. They head down the hallway and stop at the first room they see. Pete's mom opens the door and leads the class in. See, look at all of them standing up like they should, all in a neat little line. That's the way we're supposed to. Uh-oh. This isn't the art studio. It's the gym. There is suddenly another class in the gym, but the coach doesn't mind. Come on in and play with us, he says. There's always room for more. Pete's mom isn't sure. They're supposed to be an art class. Please, 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 please. The class begs. Finally, Pete's mom agrees. Pete and his friends change into their gym clothes. Then they join the other class. They're playing basketball. Groovy! Wow, Pete says, gym class is way cooler with more kids. See? They combine the two classes, I'll bet you. Then they could play games and stuff all together. It's fun to play with your kiddos. Pete's mom looks at the clock. It's time for the next lesson. Pete and friends change back out of their gym clothes, and she leads them to the next classroom. Uh-oh. It isn't art either. It's music. There's already another class in the room, but the music teacher doesn't mind. Stay and sing with us, she says. We can always use more voices. Pete gets out his guitar, of course, and starts to strum an awesome beat. The other kids sing along. Far out, Pete says. Listen how much louder we are with more kids. The music teacher smiles. You kids are welcome to come sing with us anytime. Way to rock out, Pete. See? Yeah, way to rock out, Pete. Just then, Pete's stomach started to grumble. He's hungry. Pete's mom looks at the clock. It's time for lunch. Pete's mom brings the kids back to the classroom to get their lunches. Then they head to the lunchroom, but Pete's mom takes a wrong turn and they end up on the playground. Oh no, she says, this isn't right at all. Pete and his friends think it's great. Let's have a picnic, they say. See, they're outside by the playground. You guys ever do that, huh? Yeah, I bet you did. When they're all done eating, Pete and his friends clean up the picnic, like we have to. Remember, if you took it there, you pick it up and take it home. Now, it must be time for art, Pete's mom says. Pete and I keep going to the wrong room. Can you lead the way this time? Pete leads the class to the art room. When they get there, they find another class already hard at work. I'm sorry we're late, Pete's mom says to the art teacher. I got a little confused. Is there enough room for us to join you? The art teacher shakes his head. Sorry, he says. We're all out of space, and besides, the day's almost over. Bummer, Pete says. Now what? Huh? Bummer, they didn't get to do art. Pete's mom leads the class back to the classroom. I'm sorry you missed art today, she says. Just then, Pete had an idea. We didn't make it to the art studio, but we can still do art here, he says. Look, we've got everything we need. Crayons, paper, scissors. Pete's mom thinks it's a great idea. Okay, she says, we'll make our own art. Pete gathers his friends together. He has a plan. Pete always has a plan. The kids start drawing cat faces. Pete colors them in and Callie cuts them out. On the other side of the room, Pete's friends write something on a big piece of paper. Finally, their project is done. Wonder what it is, kiddos. See, they're coloring the cat faces in and stuff, huh? Surprise! The class shouts. They made a banner for Pete's mom. She's touched and has a little tear in her eye. No one has ever done anything so nice for her. We may have done things all wrong today, Pete says, but we had the grooviest day ever thanks to you being our teacher. Pete hugs his mom and thanks for being my mom, he whispers. Aw, do you think that's so cool, isn't it? Says, thank you, Mrs. Cat. Yep, Pete is a nice young cat. So you guys, all of you kiddos, remember, be nice. Let your mom know you love her. Let your grown-ups know you love them. Let your brothers and sisters, the kiddos, know you love them because family's good. And now, you guys are all my family, so make sure you come back. I miss you when you're not here. Smile, remember, smile, and make sure that you do your very best to be your very best. Goodbye, kiddos. You have a great day.